And I know everybody is right now getting back in the swing of things for back to school. So it's a little chaotic. If we see some more jump in, we'll grab on them, grab them, let them in. But welcome. It's Sunday night. I am literally in shock that it is August 9th. I have no idea how this has happened. We are 4 weeks, less than 4 weeks from being at PXP in Orlando. And I am like, it's like giving me anxiety. I told one of my friends, oh, actually, I told Paxton yesterday, he's kind of having a little hard time at school already. There's the cool kids and the not cool kids. And Paxton is considered the in between kid. He's not going to pick on people and he's going to be really kind to the uncool kids. And so it's this really hard place where he wants to be accepted, but he really knows these kids are good kids. And so I felt like I'm teaching him great lessons, but it's a struggle. And I said, you want to know something? I would much rather know that you are kind to the good kids rather than fitting in with the cool kids and mistreating others. And I said, I'm going to tell you something. Mom's in a world where not everybody likes her. Mom's in a world where people are unkind to her because they're jealous of her. And I said, and you know what? Those people don't matter. At the end of the day, the crew that loves and supports me and is genuine is the crew that I want to be around. And that's this crew. Okay. I said, you don't worry about what everybody else thinks about what you do. You do what's right. And I said, and what you can do is focus on what your dreams and goals are. I said, are you loving cross country? Are you loving basketball? He was like, yeah, I think I like them pretty equally. And I said, well, here's my question. Do you want to be good? Do you want to be mediocre? Do you want to excel? Do you want to be really good? And he was like, well, like I want to be pretty good. I want to be a few levels above good. And I said, let me tell you something. I said, you can't tell me you want to be good and not put in the work to be good. It doesn't work. You can say all day you want to be good, but if you're not getting in that cross country practice that's on that schedule, when you're not at practice or you're not going a little above and beyond to get that goal, you don't mean it. And I said, have you watched mom get up early in the morning, stay up after you go to bed, take a time out while y'all go play to go do some work because mom wants to be really good? She wants her team to be really good. And it really started clicking for him. And today he got in there on the pull up bar and he said, I just did a pull up. He said, I didn't jump, I did a pull up. And then he did it again. And guess who else comes in suit right behind him? Little brother. He said, this is me jumping, and it didn't even look like a pull up because he has to get on a chair because he can't reach the bar. But then he pulled himself and he literally pulled that little skinny body up. And so both of them can do pull ups now. And this is something we've worked on kind of in a subconscious, little friendly male testosterone driven competition in our house. It's not a mom really pushing them. It's like, we got this pull up bar, and they just kind of played on it. Now they realize they can do it. And over time, I said, Paxton, instead of worrying about what the other kids think, go off and work on your game, whether it's sprint work, long distance running, dribbling, passing, do your push ups, do your sit ups, do your pull ups. I said, that is what's going to set you apart. And these kids that think they're cool, I said, I've coached them, I've taught their age. They ain't cool. They think they are in their own head, but they're big goobers. And I pointed out every flaw with the boys in his class. I said, this one ain't cute. This one's got this wrong with him. I said, and this stays between us. I said, but every one of the cool kids, your mama can make some good fun of. I said, and I'd be good at it, but it doesn't prove anything. You prove yourself by the work you do when nobody's watching. You prove yourself when you show up and you show out without having to show out. It's the work you're putting in. And this was totally not what I was going to talk about, but when it came out, it really ties to what I'm going to talk about. So here's my question to you. How many of you have had a baby? Not physically. You've reproduced, you have a child. Almost everybody here, I'm pretty sure, has. If not, you have a stepchild or a nephew or something, and you've probably had to take care of them. Did you have to be disciplined to take care of that child? Did somebody have to call you and say, hey, you should probably feed that sucker? Did somebody call you and say, you should probably change its diaper? Did they? If they did, we're going to have more talks than just tonight. They didn't, did they? You literally reproduced that human being and you started taking care of it, not knowing what to do. You had an idea, but were you really good at it when you started? Or in the middle of the night when that thing's screaming, you're like, what the heck was I thinking? What are we supposed to do with this? But you know what? You figured it out, and it probably turned out to be an okay human being. For the most part, I think most of y'all's kids are not like y'all, so they're doing pretty good, right? Mine are kind of teetering because everybody says they're direct replicas of me. I'm totally teasing. We've got lots of great kids on this team. But do you understand where I'm going with that? We aren't people who have discipline problems. We're people who have decision problems. You didn't have to make a decision to take care of that baby every day. You just did it. Do you have a decision problem when it comes to your business? I love the faces I can see. Do you track with me? If you're getting up every day and dragging your feet and saying, well, I just don't have time, or I don't have the skill set, or blah, blah, freaking da, whose fault is it? It's not a discipline problem. It's not, well, I need to get better. It's not, well, I need to be more organized. Y'all, we are so not organized when we're raising children. Admit it. It's sheer freaking chaos trying to raise babies. They scream, they cry, they need burps, they need changed. And we don't know what we're flipping doing. And we're the same when we are given this little baby of a business. We are completely clueless. Maybe we have a clue, but maybe we're rusty. It's no different. It's just a decision problem. If we had to take care of this business the way we had to take care of our baby, would our business look different? Would we do things differently? Would we figure out how to squeeze in that feeding? Would we figure out how to squeeze in changing the diaper on the new brand partner who's having a meltdown and messed their pants? Would we figure out how to make the baby eat the food and make it fun? Would we do the things we had to do to figure it out to make it work? Or would we not? What would happen if you didn't figure it out when you had that kid? You'd lose it. Worse things could happen. I don't even want to mention those, but you got to take care of the kid. There's not a choice. Treat your business like your offspring. If you didn't have offspring, treat it like your spouse. Because if you don't take care of that spouse and that relationship, guess where that's going to end up? Yeah. We're not even going to say. We know where it's going to end up. That is how we've got to look at our business. Whatever it is that's holding you back, get over it. Figure it out, write it down, wad it up, burn it. And then figure out how you're going to find your pockets of time during your day to get the do done. Guess what? Single parent. I had to mow yesterday. Y'all know my kids have to do the mowing. Well, while they mowed, I was going to work on something else. Guess what? Because it won't quit raining. I don't know if y'all knew I moved to Seattle. So the rain level is super high, and I'm trying to move back south, but I hadn't really found a location where the rain is not going to just, oh, it's driving me crazy. But the grass is so thick, Paxton couldn't push the mower through it. I killed it like 20 times, even trying to not kill it. So guess what? That did not work out in my favor. I have to do the repairs on the house or find somebody to do them. I have to pay my bills. I have to make the money. I have to take care of the kids. I got to get 2 kids back and forth to school and practice and church. And now I'm building a business and I'm partnering with a hormone clinic and but I find the pockets of time. Even when I had the 5 jobs, I found the pockets of time. And that's what you've got to do too. We all have excuses. We can all find something else that's, I got this going on or I got this going on. But I promise 10 to 15-minute pockets, 2 to 3 times a day will change your world if it's efficient. Doom scrolling, chatting on the phone, me and Greg calling each other talking 30 minutes, that doesn't count. He's in and he's not on my team. You've got to have those 10 to 15-minute pockets that are productive where you're caring for your baby. If you're not, your baby goes to DHR. Do you want your business going back to DHR? Make a decision. It's not a discipline problem. You have the time, you have the knowledge, you have the access to get better. Fix the decision problem. That's it. That's all I got tonight. I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Greg Viv.
Very good. Very good, Summer. I am extremely fortunate that I have a wife when I had our kids because I really didn't know what to do. so, so I was very fortunate with that. Everybody say a quick prayer for Mike Buck tonight. He married off his daughter yesterday. So he had a pretty rough day yesterday. But he likes the kid, so that she's marrying. So it makes it a little bit better. But I came up with this. I thought of this while I was at church this morning, got home, and this afternoon kind of put it down on paper. It's called the law of priorities. There's 3 parts to it. It's going to go real quick. The first one is preach the word. You want to keep your message alive. You want to be persistent and you want to be convicted. You remember we talked about, would you be convicted? That message needs to have some conviction with it. Now, as all of us know, not everybody's going to hear it the first time. Remember, it takes on average 7 exposures before you get someone in. Not everyone will believe it, and some people won't understand it until they see you live it. But that's not a reason to stop. There are people that you have not met yet that are depending on you not to quit. People you haven't met yet are depending on you not to quit, to keep spreading your message. We as brand partners and leaders learn that consistency matters. You keep showing up. You keep sharing what you believe, even when nobody's clapping or it's falling on deaf ears, because your message matters. Number 2, do the work. Motivation fades, but discipline stays. Stop waiting for a magical spark of inspiration. Success is not built on big feelings. It's built on quiet, repetitive, and unglamorous daily actions. Put your head down and do the work because action always beats waiting. Feelings lie to you. You'll rarely feel like acting. So what you have to do is act your way into feeling. That phone feels like it weighs 100 pounds before I make that first call. But after I make that first call, I can make 10 more once you act your way into feeling. Progress is quiet. Real growth happens in private long before anyone is there to cheer you on. And action creates clarity. Waiting until you figure everything out keeps you stuck right where you are. Moving forward always reveals the next step. And number 3 is run your race. Stop looking left and right and comparing yourself to everybody else. The only person you're competing against is the person you were yesterday. You want to stay in your lane, trust the training, and keep putting one foot in front of the other. You want to focus on your pace. Keep your eyes forward. Don't let someone else's fast start or different timeline make you panic or doubt your own strategy. You want to create small targets. Come up with those short-term goals. Have those quick wins. Write them down. Maybe it's just, I want to reach out to 10 people this week. And then once you get there, celebrate those quick wins. It creates high focus when you do that. You block out all the daily noise that's all around you all the time. And it creates real progress. Small steps add up to the big changes. Embrace the grit, finally. Progress demands work, sweat, and discomfort. Accept that it hurts, because that pain is proof that you're growing. And that's all I have for you. I hope you finish strong this week. Have a great week, and I look forward to seeing you next Sunday.
Awesome, guys. Okay, so last thing, I know I did this backwards because I went on a random rant. We got PXP in less than 4 weeks. There's a party at my house Thursday night. We did a party for Karen today. Great turnout online, and she had people in person. That woman is a workhorse if I've ever seen one. She is not letting up. And we're doing another Zoom Monday or Tuesday. I can't even remember. I wrote it down. Get in motion. We still have Epic Club. She just hit Epic Gold. So, congratulations to her. And we have till Friday. So, if you're not in it yet and your ultimate 2 brand partners enrolled on 200 PV gets you in Epic Club, then we're going to move into Gold. That's 4 brand partners, and Diamond is 8. So don't let up. I mean, literally, Karen's put half of them in like this week, if not more, and she's still pushing. She's going after diamonds. So chase her, chase everybody. Let's go have some fun. You guys have a fantastic week, and we will see you next time. Have a good one.
Great job tonight.